Hey guys, what's up? This is Blaze4376. I wanted to talk today about my experience in the St. George, Utah courts. It was a small claims court, and I've been doing a lot of research with users like Freedom from Government, the anti-terrorist, and just basically getting the understanding and the idea of knowing who you are when you go into court. And I can tell you, I mean, I love these guys, and I tried my best, but as soon as I answered or tried to utilize my unalienable rights, right when I started doing that, the judge just basically automatically started practicing law from the bench, and basically the fraud was exposed within the first question I asked. It was a default judgment on a loan, and the people that didn't show up that had a default basically charged against them, um, because I was claiming I had natural rights, and I have unalienable rights, and that I basically asked the questions on the judge. The judge would ask me a question, I would answer. I was playing the game, but when he doesn't want to play the game anymore, he can just rule from the bench. And it's very frustrating. So anybody that's in Utah, especially in southern Utah, if you have any um, run-ins with any judges, please give me their names on my message, or make sure that you file a complaint against. There's a judicial misconduct committee here in southern Utah, and start filing complaints against these judges because they don't have a gun. They have bailiffs in the room with their guns, but they have something worse, and it's a pen. And they're just they're thieving us. They're practicing law from the bench. They won't provide their oath of office, and they're public servants. And the courts were set up to protect and maintain our individual rights. And I'm sick of it. So I just wanted to give everyone a heads up out there that I went into court yesterday, and I fought my ass off, man. I'll post more details if you want to see the documents. I can post them in the link on this video. But I really, really, prepared for this trial, and I had everything laid out. I was confident, and as soon as I asked if I could enter the vessel as as a living, breathing soul, and I don't recognize anybody in the courtroom, as soon as I said that, the judge automatically ruled against me in the small claims matter without hearing any evidence, without any facts being presented. No contracts were presented, no photographs, nothing. As soon as I said that, he automatically ruled against me, and I objected, and I said he was an imposter for for not providing his oath of office and showing forms of ID. He basically is an imposter, impersonating a judge. And as soon as I said that, it's just frustrating. And those of you guys who are out there in the field in the battle of these courts, and knowing by definition what a public servant is, and then once you call out a public servant, anybody who has a check that is written by the state of Utah, I'm using Utah because that's where I'm at for this example, they're a public servant. And, guys that are out there and have been studying the law, I just really want to get it out to my friends and my family and just anybody who's willing to listen, that a public servant is main purpose is to serve the public. And as soon as you put a camera on these guys and start utilizing that's what their duties and responsibilities are, you'd be amazed at how these guys get their heads out of their asses and start doing their jobs. So I'm going to file a complaint against this judge. I don't think anything's going to come of it, but at least he's going to know that what he did was not acting as a public servant. He was acting as an imposter, practicing law from the bench. And I'm definitely going to file a complaint, and I'll show that. I'll link it to this video when I'm done with that. But the main thing I really, really wanted to talk about when it comes to court and public servants and all this stuff is everybody who went to a public school, which is pretty much everybody that I know. I mean, there's a rare exception. Yeah, a few people went to some private schools, but it's still the same agenda. There's a lot of haters and a lot of programmed people that are programmed to be perfect statist or United States corporation minions, and we're all brainwashed and we've all been programmed um, about this whole public servant thing, about that we are free people and we have sovereignty. And I know it's very frustrating. I mean, this is the first video I'm doing about this, and I know it's just an audio video, but I've been studying this topic in detail. My girlfriend, I've probably been driving her nuts for the last 3 years, pretty much daily. And I just want to let you guys know I'm gonna be putting out some great videos. I'm gonna start doing a blog and a video log of just all of the examples of what is called the matrix that are in front of our eyes that we just don't see, or I mean we see but we just choose not to look at it and comprehend it into our brain. It's right there, like the matrix. I know everybody talks about that, and I hate when they play those dumb clips in front of their videos. I won't do that, but that is what what we live in. We live in this world where there's everything is right there in front of us, but we're just 99.9% of us are 99.9% of us are just too lazy, too stupid to even realize it. And the reason why is because we don't know where to start. All I can tell you guys is when you're out there and you're dealing with the daily struggles of life, just remember, whether if you think someone is being inappropriate to a police officer or inappropriate to any type of city employee or city anything that has to do with a public servant position, just realize that these public servants are robbing us every single day through zoning commissions, through freaking stupid statutes, through unnecessary laws. Just create more laws, create more chaos, and then create more laws to control the chaos. I can go on and on and on, but the main point about this video is courts. Please do your homework. Look up, get a legal dictionary. Look up the definition of a person, of a corporation, of an imposter, of the definition of commerce, the definition of tender, and how debts work. This stuff is so important. Stuff that we were never ever taught in school. We were never ever taught anything in school about the actual law and how the law operates, and how commerce works, and how finances and the rule of banking and Federal Reserve works. And that's for a reason. That's because we just are programmed to think when we get a bill, we pay it, and we're actually, when we're doing that, we're creating more debt and we're being in dishonor. And it's a whole cycle, but I'm gonna start breaking categories down that I really want to get information out. I know it's already out there, but I really would like to hear from local people in southern Utah, even like Nevada, California. If you have struggles in court and you want to talk about it, I would love to look at your paperwork and just discuss it, because I've been doing it, like I said, for the last 3 years. I'm not claiming I'm an expert, or this isn't legal advice in any way. It's something that this is what is going to be needed to save your ass. There's remedies. There's what we do is we get in trouble and we wait till the last second to try to bail ourselves out as far as legally. And I'm not talking about committing actual crimes against someone. I'm talking about the Matrix creating these freaking stupid statutes about putting a lien on my name. I could go on and on and on, but the bottom line here is, courts, please file a complaint against every judge you ever come encounter with if they don't, grant you your natural individual rights. That's what courts were set up for. That's the main purpose of this, is expose judges wherever you can. Don't be afraid of them. Make sure you ask the questions, and you walk in with the assumption that everything needs to be every presumption that is provided on the record, it needs to be supported by sworn affidavits by the plaintiff, or whatever someone is accusing you of. There needs to be sworn affidavits. Not only that, but there needs to be facts and empirical proof that their claim has any type of standing. Okay, that is the main point of this. And I hope you guys have a great night. And I'm just kind of bummed about my court thing, guys, but I'm just fired up about it. I'm gonna get it changed around, and any feedback out there on what I could do better, or if you'd like to see my paperwork, I'll gladly send it to you. All right, peace out, guys.